Hiya, hiya. It's Joeyreynoldsrap. Yesterday I wore my hoodie. Today I have the hoodie. I'm going to wear it backwards and put two holes in the hood so that I have a burqa, because that's what they're going to use now in Saudi. Women are going to drive. They've been driving men crazy anyway, and no, not camels. No. They're going to drive cars. They're going to know what it's like to pull up to the pump and say, fill her up and get gas in there that we just bought, and see what we pay for it. Now they're going to have the same end result that we have, which is to use the credit card and see how much gas costs. It may change their attitude a little bit, but they've gone a long ways. The Arabs were a little bit more primitive. I think, how do you say it? It would be like a caveman with an Apple Watch. You got, they come here and they buy all these wonderful things, and they go back and they wear these swaddling clothes. Maybe I like them because you don't know how fat you are when you wear them. That's a good thing about being a sheik. The chic dresser is not C-H-I-C, it's S-H-E-I-K. Anyway, the sheiks have allowed now the women to drive, and they're going to be driving their cars, and they're going to have licenses. Now, when you take a test for an airline pilot's test in the U.S. for jet approval, what do they call that thing? When you are certified, jet certified, then you have to have a hood, and you with your trainer, you land the plane with a hood, wearing a hood, with instruments. That's what it's going to be like in Saudi. They're going to be driving around, maybe running into each other for a little bit. A lot of hit and run. But it's modern times, and the women are going to drive. They're going to be able to take their men to all of the gambling casinos and the places where the Saudi men go offensively. I guess 60 Minutes is supposed to be doing a story on it. They're going to do a couple of weeks on it. There's a lot of stuff on 60 Minutes. I should be the Andy Rooney of 60 Minutes these days and be at the end of it. Not with what I'm doing right now, because now I'm talking about it, but, just doing my little Reynolds raps at the end of that thing, because I am equipped for that. And they better grab me now before I get too old to want to do anything. And at this point in time, I've been watching more of PBS and less of the television shows with soundtracks where they have this fake laughter. We got fake news, fake laughter. We got everything is cosmetic. That's what happens with the opioids. They're dealing with drug abuse on the upper level rather than what's really causing it, which is poverty. And the other, in my opinion, and also the things with the schools and the guns. Yeah, we need to get rid of the guns. We should not have automatic weapons. But the fact of the matter is, it comes from families. I have a friend of mine who's had a kid in school. His wife is a teacher, and she woke him up and wrote him out a discipline slip. The next day, the father came, complained to the principal, had a meeting, and said, well, my son said he wasn't asleep. And the teacher said, yes, he was, on the desk with his arms folded. And he said, are you calling my son a liar? This is the way it goes. People are unbelievably on the side of their children because they know that they have done something shameful. Those are the two things, shame and guilt. They go together. They're kissing cousins. I know, I have them all the time. Sometimes when I do this, it's a shame. And I feel very guilty. They go together. What else was I going to tell you? There was something else about the bird. Oh, yeah. I can imagine now with the Saudi drivers. Can you imagine that you call Uber and a hooded woman pulls up? In New York, if a guy's wearing a hood, he's usually in a bank with a gun. I don't know. Anyway, let a smile be your umbrella, but don't get a mouthful of this crap.